Our family is famous for accidents, diseases, everything, you see. So, overworking Swami is. So, my father was coming to, many accidents are there. I will cut short, I don't want to make you very sad. So, Dad was coming for summer course. That year, Swami was speaking on Ramayana. So, my father was very anxious to hear. He came with my brother-in-law and my nephew and sister and all. And very near Siddhapur or someplace, the taxi was overtaking a bus and it went and hit another vehicle, and there was a bad accident. Everybody was hurt. My father had fractured both his jaws. The greatest thing about my father was, if Swami comes to Bangalore, he will come to Bangalore. Swami goes from here, he will go away without Swami's permission. He will never even stay for a day. So it was planned that his jaw was broken, so it was planned they have to wire it, and he will have to be only sipping the fluid for months to come. But in the darshan, my father would never do anything without asking Swami. So he was sitting in the line with the X-ray in hand. Swami walked here and said, what happened? He said, gone. And then he showed the X-ray. Swami looked at it and said, nothing, go. Swami went the next day. My father went the same evening back. And I tell you, John never troubled him after that. So several times it has happened like that. What I am telling you, Swami's reciprocation is proportionate to our surrender to him. Had he trusted us doctors, I don't know how many months he would have been on fluids. He just went there and started eating all sorts of things. Towards the end, even murku, chakli, everything he could eat with those broken jaws. So that is the greatest thing. In 1999, we were all going to Parthi for some function. The whole family was there. Just before that, in January, Swami had given the hospital an interview. In, I think, Jan 28th or 29th of 1999, Swami gave an interview to the hospital, Bangalore General Hospital. And he just came out of his room. I was somewhere in the center and looked at a doctor who was standing in the corner and told her, Operation Aita. She said, Aita Swami, eradu kodenu aitu. Innondide alla, I hope you all understand it. Innondide alla. He said, illa Swami, she had got both her joints replaced. Swami said, illa, nimmu kanna operation agbekalla. Then he went in and got a stool for her to sit down. And he said, your eyes have to be operated. Created vibhuti for her and gave her in hand. With that, a little bit of vibhuti, I was right in the center. He turned around and said, Nimgo time sarilla. Like that he put in my hand. I was thinking, Nanage time sarilla, Swami, you noodkolta idiralla, you are there to protect us. Why worry about the time when you are there? Promptly, on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, I fell in love with a ditch and fell into it. Coming back from Parthi. You see, we were coming from Parthi because Swami's speech was over. Those days, very few doctors were there in the hospital. So I told Dr. Savitri that I'll go back and take care of the hospital. You stay back for Akhanda Bhajan and come. Since Swami had already given the speech, I thought that there may not be anything more anyway, so let me go back. So on the way, somewhere, you see, some vehicle touched me. I don't know who was sleepy, me or him, but we fully turned towards Parthi and landed in a ditch there. Had we not landed in a ditch, we were 6 of us in the vehicle. I don't know what would have happened. Huge tree, we would have gone and hit there. So I had fractured my leg. Every single time Swami has come and, reassured us. That's what I'm trying to get. So I was brought and admitted in the hospital in Indranagar. So we tried to call our brother to tell him, if possible, tell Swami, As on 15th of that February, Swami created Lingam again in public. So Swami was very tired. First of all, I had to tell the hostel to inform Dr. Ravi Kumar to call home because no cell phones were there. So he got the message, but he thought, as usual, you must have left something in the room and come. Let me take it tomorrow, So after darshan, after Lingodbhavam, Swami had gone back to his room in Purna Chandra. That is the time my brother called up and realized that we had an accident. And others had minor injuries. I had a broken bone. So he thought, how can I tell Swami? He is so tired. I cannot talk to him now, but he thought he will take a letter and give it to Satyajit or somebody there to give it to Swami for his blessings. As he was standing there in Purna Chandra, Swami came down and he said that, Emra, accident jariginda, nothing serious, nobody is dead, no. And he created vibhuti and gave, he forgot his tiredness and he said, Sai Ramani pilsinaru, nenu vachi rakshinchinanu. This is the second time in the family he has said that. Now, that was the time when none of us were thinking of him. See, even if we don't think of him, he is at all times thinking of us. While going, we were very devoted to Swami. So we were singing, yeah, that was Shivaratri time, so we sang bhajans. Oh, not a minute, without stopping, we sang bhajans and went. While coming, we were very relaxed. We were singing 10 little green bottles hanging on the wall. That was the last thing I remember when we fell into the ditch. You don't have to be thinking of him for him to protect you. He does not protect only the people who is thinking of him. He is there to protect all. Similarly, once my brother-in-law, Mr. Hari, told him, Swami, we should never forget you in our lifetime. He told in Tamil, patted him and told him, Nee marandalu na maraka maten. Even if you forget, I will not forget. As usual, he thought Swami didn't understand. Swami, according to us, may not know much Tamil. So he said, Illa Swami, naanga ungala marakka kudadu, like that. So Swami said, Adudha, nee marandalu na marakka maten. Even if you forget, I will not forget you. Such has been the love of God.